Hello, the reading for today, this is Monday, November the 12th, and the reading for today is John 21. It's the last chapter of the Gospel of John. I'm kind of sorry to leave it behind, very much like the writings in John. In this chapter, Jesus does a resurrection appearance to his disciples, and it's known for the reinstatement of Peter into, in a sense, the good graces of Jesus and back into the discipleship fold. The impact of this story is great for me. It says there is always a chance, there is always a return, there is always a reinstatement. If you read the story, or as you read it, you might notice that Jesus asks Peter 3 times, "Do you love me?" And the verse I picked out is right at the end of that, where in verse, I guess it's about, I don't have the verse here, but it says this: Peter was hurt because Jesus had asked him 3 times if he loved him. So he told Jesus, "Lord, you know everything. You know I love you." And then Jesus said to Peter, "Follow me." Now, Peter denied Christ 3 times. That's the most likely reason, I think, for 3 times Jesus asking, "Do you love me?" He had to make his point to Peter about what he was being reinstated from, what had happened, how he had left, what had gotten in the way. But the fact that there's always a chance and always a reinstatement is just a wonderful experience and story to me. I'm so grateful for that. There are times when I feel like I have had to return and be reinstated. And when Jesus says at the end of this dialogue to Peter, "Follow me," he's putting him back in place. But notice, too, that the following has to be clearly about following Jesus and not about other stuff. In fact, some of the other stuff is why Peter, and perhaps me, and maybe even you, have gotten lost from Jesus at times. It's the other stuff that gets in the way. It's not a pure, laser-like focus on who Jesus is and following him and watching his steps and being in them. For Peter, he turns and looks at another disciple and says, "Well, what about this one?" And Jesus, at least the way I hear it, turns to Peter with some intensity and says, "What is that to you? Follow me." And I think there's a lot of ways in which the external things or the little extra items around our spiritual life can really get in the way. And what we need to do is to throw them off and find ourselves following Jesus with clarity, with purpose, with trust, and with courage. And so this passage is very important to me. And I begin this week thinking about the fact that there is always a chance, and I must narrow my focus on Jesus so that I can follow him with clarity and represent him well and know him better every day. I hope that's a desire and a devotion for your life as well. And I hope your week goes well. And may the Lord be ever clearly in front of you in the days to come. Have a great week.